Hi, welcome to the Red Dot Art Fair. I'm looking at the booth of the artist Kevin Grass, and here you're looking at some of his artworks, and let's go meet Kevin. There's Kevin, and he's going to tell us about some of the artworks. Hi Kevin, you teach at St. Petersburg College in Clearwater, and if you would take a moment to tell us about what you do.
Sure. Let's start over here first.
Okay.
I have three types of paintings. Watch out behind you. Watch out behind you. I have three types of paintings here. One of the types I have is the landscape paintings. I have two of those here. We'll look at this one. This is from the Sponge Docks in Tarpon Springs, Florida. These paintings are done from a series of photographs. Probably this one was done from 20 photographs that end up getting pieced together to make up the image. They start out as drawings on paper. The drawings are transferred to a panel, and then the colors are added. And I go back and I revisit these sites as I'm working on them. The style is known as photorealism because when you look at it, it's supposed to look as good as a photograph. I personally think it looks better than a photograph because I've also removed a lot of the stuff that was not as nice to look at in the piece. You'll also notice the frame that I made for this one is a lot like a porthole in a boat. You can see how it has the little studs in it, a lot like what you would see with the windows in the boats. Those tend to be more marketable. They sell to corporations, banks, things like that. This one's the fun painting. This is one I did when my son was 7 or 8 years old because he was really into science fiction. Obviously it's a dragon that's flying over a castle, and you can see back here that the dragon's already destroyed part of the castle. I wanted to try my hand at science fiction work just to see how I would do with it, and decided that I would not make a good illustrator because they take way too long. But the dragon, my son helped me research the animals that I needed for the dragon. Ended up being a composite of an alligator head, snake head, snake's neck. The breastplate is from a turtle, wings from a bat, and the body is generally from a horse. That was fun painting. This one's what I would call more of a symbolist painting because everything that's in the painting has a symbolic reason for being there. This one's called Two to Tango. It's actually about divorce. You can see on the bottom that the figure is just one person, because when you're married you're supposed to sort of be like one. You can see on the top that the figures are splitting apart so that the one person is splitting into two, and you can see that it's a very painful separation, which in this case, this particular divorce was very painful for these people. On one hand it's supposed to look like, you know, this horrible thing's happening when you're up close, but from a distance it's also supposed to look like a dance. And that's why it's called Two to Tango. The reason that the wall is in the bottom is it's supposed to represent the children that are forgotten about during the course of the divorce. The reason that the tiles are falling apart is because their life is falling apart. And the little blue box that the man is reaching out for is supposed to be mysterious and sort of generic because divorces certainly are caused by different kinds of things, and could be almost anything. And those are the three different types. As Michaela scans around, you can see that most of the stuff here are from the sort of symbolic figure painting category. Some with children, some with adults, and then there's also a painting here that I just finished recently of Venice that I finished about 3 weeks ago.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you.
And chocolate is the way to get people into your booth. Good chocolate, not Hershey's.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your interview. I'm going to go check next door because there's an artist from Italy who has a very different kind of work. And here she is. Hi. Hi, how are you doing today? I am
fine. With you, obviously. fine.
Yes, I wanted to show my students what kind of work you do. Like, first of all, tell us your name and where you're from.
Yeah, I'm DMinc. I'm from Italy, Rome.
Beautiful place. And you've come all the way from Rome to show us your special kind of technique.
Yeah.
Your artwork is very decorative and beautiful, but you can only really tell when you get up close to it.
Yeah.
Will you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Come with me. It's a completely new technique. It's jewel resins. I put different layers of these jewel resins. First layer, I can put, for example, here you see the stones. Then I do a second layer and I put powders and color in a special way. And then a third layer, and again I put all kinds of stuff. And at the end I work with acrylic and pastes, and all these things are sculptures that I do in the first place. And when I put the resin, I put these things in the resin, and it's the resin that can hold all these things, because the resin, when it dries, it becomes like glass, exactly like glass.
Yeah, let me show you up close. Just, it's so sparkly. It's actually, even in the videotape, I don't think you can really see just how
this is oleographic, it's called. And it's very special because it becomes of all colors. It depends where you look at. It's really all the colors.
And it has a lot of depth, almost as if you're looking down into a surface of water. And underneath it has almost a sparkle of...
It's like the waves also. And I like this kind of effect.
Yes, definitely seem to like water and beach.
Yeah.
And
here's the beach.
yes, here's the beach. Oh, what is the writing on the side?
So this is my artist name, DMinc, and it's like a mirror. You see, DMinc, and then here DMinc.
Oh, okay.
Because the water, the sea is always like mirrors. And here you have all the shells that come from Italy, from the beach in Italy. And here is the same technique as this one. It's jewel resins with, here I put the blue color, different blue. This is a kind of blue, this is another kind of blue, different layers. And then I move the resins to do this kind of movement here, you see, like the waves in the sea. And in the end, I put all the pastes, the acrylics, the Swarovskis, and the shells and everything.
You can see up close some of the glitter.
And also in the Swarovski, you have the normal Swarovski and the Swarovski which is called Aurora Boreale, because it has all the colors of the rainbow. You see, in different colors.
Tell them about the shells.
The shells, they come from Italy, from the beach, and I decided to put on the canvases because my fiancé, my love, brought to me a lot of shells. I didn't know what to do. Come, amore?
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't know what to do with the shells.
Hello. Yes. He's not
So he came at home. I just asked him to bring me 10 shells, and he brought me a full...
3,000 shells.
And so I said to me, what am I gonna do with these shells? And so I create this.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks again.